If you haven't already, go ahead and check out part 1 of this video where the Success Bistro helps you figure out if you need to revamp your social skills game and/or personality. Because if you're that person who walks into a room and all of a sudden the energy in there changes, people avoid your personal space, looking at you, and it gets quiet, then we've got some work to do. So in the previous video, Are You Annoying?, we discussed signs that you are indeed annoying. So in this one, we'll talk about 6 ways to stop being annoying. Number 1, put on a big smile. This tip works well for people who seem to lack engagement, because the more you smile, the more people find you engaged. Additionally, we associate people who smile with positive qualities too. Number 2, use the ask or tell technique. This one works well for people who are bad at conversations. People can tell when you aren't paying attention because you either give no feedback or change the topic to something completely unrelated. Change that by using the ask or tell technique. Whenever you're in a conversation and the other person says something, simply bounce off of what they said by saying something related to that topic. For example, if you're at a networking event and they bring up their restaurant business, you could ask by bringing up a question about their restaurant, like how long they've been open and if they like being in their business. Or you can then tell by telling them something related to the restaurant or business in general, such as your own history of business or a TV show about a restaurant. Basically, anything you can think of that's related. And here's a tip. If you talk about yourself too much, focus on the ask part of the technique. Shift all your attention to the speaker and keep the conversation going. Number 3, play angel's advocate. This works well for people who like to be right. If you're used to playing devil's advocate, I want you to play angel's advocate instead. In other words, be the person who accepts others' ideas. This doesn't mean you have to necessarily agree with their ideas, just accept them. For example, say a friend of yours is talking about this amazing new course they found online on Udemy, but you still have no time to even think about looking at it, even if it may be a really helpful course. So yeah, they might give you a link to it and maybe even a coupon. What do? Play angel's advocate and say something like, yeah, that sounds absolutely amazing, I'll try it out whenever I can. The point of playing angel's advocate is to hear people out. Your friend is just sharing information and probably wants the best for you. Whatever it is, play angel's advocate and get yourself some social brownie points. Number 4, let it go. This tip works well with people that like to micromanage. Letting go is a very important concept you might want to embrace, and it's not just something you'll see in Disney movies. Think, are you causing the people around you to unnecessarily stress by checking in on them too often? People who make good managers know how to run a business, but people who make great managers know how to let the business run themselves. This applies to friendship as well. If you're constantly chasing after people for information or like a story that they promise they tell you, you're not going to be found as captivating or innovative. You're going to be found as clingy and annoying. Let others give you updates instead of chasing after them and see how efficient you can become. Number 5, master social energy. This tip works well for people who can't read social cues. And it's okay. If you've ever felt a room of people and their vibe, you're feeling what's known as social energy. So this is a feeling that people are giving off when you enter a room. It can be mellow and laid back, or upbeat and exciting. It's the collective nonverbal and verbal traits of all the individuals in a location. No matter the situation, it's important to match this energy so that you can amplify it instead of disturbing it. And you can do this by 1, identifying the social energy. 2, identifying a few main cues, like how they're standing, sitting, dressing, or using their hands. And then 3, copying their cues, subtly mirroring them, and seeing if they find you more or less tolerable. Your goal isn't to copy them exactly, but to see what works. And once you've identified that, you can master the social energy. Number 6, increase positivity. This tip works well for people who are overly negative. It helps to stay positive, and this might sound cliche, but if you're that person always complaining about work, relationships, or life in general, it's time to put on a smile and stop sounding ungrateful. Gratitude blocks toxic emotions like envy, regret, and depression. These are all things that can destroy our happiness and the positive opinions others have on us. You may also want to just become aware of your negative thoughts. Whenever you catch yourself thinking about something of the sort, replace those thoughts with positive ones. Maybe even detox your life by replacing pessimistic sources with optimistic ones. But remember, don't be too positive, or you may cross that line into toxic positivity. What is toxic positivity? Check out the Success Bistro's related video on that. Here's the thing you need to remember. Some people might find you annoying no matter what. And that's a good thing, because not everyone's going to be your person and not everyone's going to like you. Remember that. I hope you enjoyed this guide on fixing your personality for the better, but before you close out of this video, check the link in the description for a chance to get our ultimate public speaking course for free on Udemy. This code does expire in 5 days, so be quick, but once you get the course, you have lifetime access to it. Thank you for watching this video, and for more videos like this, please consider subscribing to the Success Bistro.